Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still filling in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Sooners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man. He is the guy. He
hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looking for space, it's Payne. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Slithers into space. There he goes. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Finds some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, and I'll keep trying to knock him.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They'll run the screen. Got room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Under fire. And he runs it in.
down in the red zone. This quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Payne. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The short hands. It's Flowers. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to get it through the air. Thanks to grab. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Powers through. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They've got point splits the uprights. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Complete downfield. He got loose, almost passed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Touchdown Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the counter play here. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dances away. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
But you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Unloads to the wideout. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Moving away from pressure. Lets it fly. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Using his legs, it's Payne. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to run for it. Shakes off the defender. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass, it's Burton. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes the heat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out players back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gets it past the marker. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That defense in front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks and first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to throw. It's Burt. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The running back has it. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Harper. Fires toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them and absolutely